So I've got an adjustable desk, which is great. And for ages, my day would look like standing up sometimes, sitting down, just mixing up. And that's a great start. But what I now have is a under the desk treadmill. Okay. And most people have probably seen these, and it looks like a treadmill and it fits underneath the desk. You control the speed. And the idea behind this is that you're able to keep moving throughout the day. And you
Mm,
mix it up with sitting down and standing up. You don't be doing it all the time, not like
yeah.
Forrest Gump. But what is great about it, but also challenging, is how on earth do you type or do work
Mm,
whilst you're moving? And this is part of the reconditioning of the brain and nervous systems, initially
mm,
quite challenging
yeah.
because the brain's trying to compute, how do I keep moving whilst typing, whilst keeping focus? But what I
Mm,
found is after about 10 working days of doing this, I found myself typing and not
wow.
thinking anything about it. So just recondition my nervous system. This is a really very important thing because sedentary lifestyles, knowledge
Mm,
based workers, those of us like you and I who spend a lot of time at a desk behind a computer, we have to keep moving.
mm.
And so having an under the desk treadmill, for me, I think it's going to be a game changer. And I suspect for a lot of the people who see me on my calls, on my meetings with the treadmill, it'll inspire them to get it as well.
Yeah. Honestly, like I am jealous because I love moving all day long, and that is not really compatible with this work. And I have tried either walking around and working, doesn't work at all, can do a sort of like, dictate a couple of messages on WhatsApp and that's about it. Or being on the treadmill at the gym and sort of walking uphill slowly, where you can perhaps answer a couple of emails and stuff like that. But what I think is so brilliant about your setup is, for example, if you've got a meeting and the other person is all right with it, you can just walk for
Yeah.
an hour and then you can focus perfectly fine.
Yeah. In a way, the way I reframe it is, why would I sit down when I can walk?
Mm,
Right. What is it? And so I have to, so I'm reframing it to, I got to justify now. So if I make walking my default, right? So that's what I'm pretty excited about right now. And you and I, we're fortunate in the sense that we're surrounded by people who are kind of appreciative of it and kind of get it.
yeah. Well, you should have done it on this podcast. It would have been fine.
Next time.
Next time, let's do another one. We've got to do another one, but then I
Yeah,
want you
we
to
will.
turn up the speed super high while you're doing it. Do you have to
Okay,
wear
that's a
like a sort
date.
of
Let's
one of
do it.
those red you have to wear one of those red kill switches in case you fall off?
That's right. Yeah. When I fall off.
Yeah, I mean, it's difficult though, isn't it? Because like if you do go too fast and you sort of lose your balance or where you are,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
you got
it's
to.
part of it that you have to hold on while you're doing it.
No, you're not going that fast, but
Yeah,
there is a speedy option that we can play
yeah.
with. So next time I see you, I'll have the treadmill up and running. I'll show you the different speeds, and we'll find what the sweet spot.
How many more steps a day are you doing, would you say, from having that?
Right, like I measured it. I was doing 3, 4,000 a day. Now it's easily 12, fifteen
Mm,
thousand. So that's
wow,
great.
that's a huge
And
difference. Yeah.
my spine and hips feel so much better. I do yoga in the
Mm,
morning. One day maybe we can unpack kind of morning routines and stuff like that. And I find my body's just so much better. And also means
right.
that when I go running on the treadmill, downstairs and stuff, it's not such a shock to the body. And part of biohacking for me is about building positive, virtuous cycles where
Mm,
your habits are reinforcing each other and that you get into this kind of virtuous, what I call being above the line, right? And so this really helps it. If I sit down for a prolonged period of time, I'm now cycling below the line. And when you're
mm,
above the line, you're at your best, right? So
yeah.
you're kind of relaxed and present, engaged, you're vital, you're doing your best work. When you're below the line, your energy's starting to go, your focus is starting to go, you're
Mm,
increasing your risk of health related issues. So it's just about thinking, what are the kind of 1 or 2 areas of my life that if I was to make a significant difference would make the greatest difference? And for a
mm.
lot of knowledge-based workers,
Look forward to hearing your progress on that. And the School of Biohacking is now live. And where can people find out more about that and all your other work?
yep, the school of biohacking.com, that's the website. For sure, sign up to Thrive Essentials. So that's the masterclass. That's on February 21st, but the recording of it will be made available thereafter if you can't make it. Take a look at Thrive Unlimited 35-day program. And if you are a biohacker and or a coach or health practitioner, check out the biohacking instructor training program. You can put yourselves on the wait list for that.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Well done, Mark. Don't fall off that treadmill. Lovely to see you. We'll
And you
chat
as
again
well.
soon.
Until next time.
Thanks, Mark. That's absolutely brilliant. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. That was
Thank you.
great. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very,
Thank you.
very happy to do more of these and really kind of, we can unpack any of the pillars and there's just so much to talk about that will really
Yeah.
kind of help expand the possibilities for biohackers. Because what I find is that when people don't know about these other dimensions,
Yeah.
they don't explore them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also like, oh wow, didn't realize you could do that. Or, that's what I find is just so much to unpack, but it becomes, the deeper you go and it's the inner work. But basically, if someone fails to do the inner work,
Mm.
which means clean up the way they're living and thinking and
Yeah.
feeling and
Yeah.
relating and stuff, they
Yeah.
remain trapped in what's called the first half of life. And
Mm.
they will remain stuck in this kind of adolescent maturity consciousness.
Which is exactly what was happening with me until I worked with you, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we should talk about the two halves of life. I'll give you some books to read about it, but it is
Mm.
when you understand that
Mm.
there's two halves of life, and inner work is what transitions you to the second half of life, where you're capable of relationships and inner fulfillment, and you
Mm.
trust more in the process of life, and you start to let go of your control of life, and you open up to and receive life. It is a game changer, and it's the one thing when I teach on that, the feedback is always that is if someone had told me about this process,
Mm.
these stages of development that are available to most human beings,
Yeah.
it would help me make better sense of my life, the challenges I have, and give me the skills and the insights to deal with it. Right.
Mm.
So these
Mm.
two halves of life, are just so important.
Well, yeah, let's definitely chat. Let me know if you want me to do something for the school. I'd love to do something based on NLP or
Yeah, I'd
something.
love for you to
Yeah.
like run a masterclass on whatever you want, mindset, beliefs, that kind of stuff. I
Mm.
know that's your core stuff. That would
Yeah.
be amazing.
That'd be love to. Yeah.
Let's do
And
that.
I'm back in the UK quite a bit at the moment, so I'll let you know when I'm back and we'll hopefully meet in
Yeah,
person.
that would
Yeah.
be really great. And then if you want to join the affiliate program, I'll send you the link for that. And then anything you promote, you'll get commission on that. And it'll just be great to, and I'm happy to contribute to Biohacking News whenever you want me to come
Oh,
in and
great.
commentate.
Love you to.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
So I
no,
did
that'd be
that with
great.
Dave for a couple of years and it was fantastic.
Yeah, I love doing these so much, and this was
It's so
really
much
good
fun.
fun today. So thank you. Yeah,
Yeah, my pleasure. Okay,
brilliant.
my
All right,
friend.
Mark.
Until
Well,
next
yeah, let's
time.
stay in touch on all of that stuff, and yeah,
Right.
let us know if at any point you want to go forward with the book as well, and we can chat
Yeah,
more
so
about it.
I'm just waiting for capacity to open.
No worries.
When will
Well,
this
I'm
go
here.
out, Way?
This will go out on Monday.
Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah,
So if I send you some links and stuff like that and resources,
sure. In the show notes, and yeah, that's great because you mentioned the masterclass on the 21st, was it?
21st of February. Yeah.
21st. Yeah, so that'll go out in time for that. Yeah,
Awesome. That's great.
brilliant.